Yes. Welcome back to another stream. It's the preview for this Southampton game. This is it, quarterfinals. Big chance of our first bit of silverware of the season. Obviously, there's a long way to go after the quarterfinals, but we have to win this first against Southampton. A likely break for them because of how things are going in the Prem. So they might. That's what worries me. They might be full send, bro. They might be like, yeah, well, we might be doing shit in the Prem, but let's at least go try and get a bit of silverware.
Well, yeah, you're right, and obviously we've already discussed that they beat Crystal Palace in the FA Cup at the weekend. So it shows, doesn't it, that when you're doing really bad in the league, that form doesn't always necessarily translate over in the cup competition. So we do have to be careful. Loads of stuff to discuss, guys. We'll get into all the team lineups and all that sort of stuff. We'll have a look at Southampton, their injuries, who's likely to play, and much more. And obviously the score predictions, which I'm sure you're all excited for. Make sure you drop a like on the stream if you've not done so already, man. Let's get those likes past 65, a random number. We need nine likes there, so please hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. But also a massive shout out to the guys at One Football for sponsoring today's app. If you can't make the game for tonight for whatever reason, then they'll have the in-game commentary. In Premier League games, you're getting your in-game stats. You can vote for who you think's been player of the match, who you think's going to win the game. Team news, transfer rumours, and much more, all completely for free on the One Football app. If that's not good enough to download it for you, then just download it anyway, because you do help support the channel. So I appreciate everyone that's hit the link in the description.
Yes.
I'm going to start off with Southampton actually, and then we'll come on to City in a bit. But I've got the two teams up here. The teams that played against Forest in the league, and then I've got the team that played against Crystal Palace in the FA Cup. So let's have a look at the differences here. So in the league game that they got beat 1-0 off Forest, Bazunu played, obviously a former City player, Ireland international. Bella Kotchap, Lacano, Salisu, Lavia played, Kyle Walker-Peters, Parad, Ward-Prowse, Eddie Adams, and Mara. And in the FA Cup game, Bazunu played, Lianco played again, Khaled Carr, Salisu, Parad, Maitland-Niles, Ward-Prowse, Edozie played, Aribo, Armstrong, and Adams. So there were quite a few changes in the two sides, which is kind of like to be expected. These players are currently out injured. Livramento he's out for a month, so he won't be available. Kotchap, he's not available. Larios, obviously former City player, no return date on him just yet. Theo Walcott, no return date on him. And Alex McCarthy, no return date on him. So that's the injury situation. So we could be in a situation where we face quite a few City players, bro. Like former City players.
Yeah, Lavia, Edozie, Bazunu. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a chance that these could be playing against us. And like you say, they haven't played in the last 2 games or so. So it's not like it's out there. I think they'll go strong. I think he'll go with whatever he decides his strongest lineup. But it's how he chooses that. Do you know what I mean? It's how he chooses that, and I guess it depends on how they're gonna set up a play against us. I really want to avoid a replay. I really want to avoid a replay. Oh, wait, there's no replay in it. There's no replay. Is this
no replay? No replay,
I'm thinking FA Cup mode. Yes, there's no replay. I've been sweating about replays so much that yeah. There's no replay mode. So will this just go straight to extra time then, or does it go straight to pens?
Oh, that's an interesting one because they changed the rules, didn't they, a few years ago?
Yeah, because it's straight to pens for quite a few of the rounds, and then. But then at some point, extra time, everyone says pens in the chat, just go straight to pens. So then, is it in the semi-final that it goes to extra time? Or does it just not do that at all the way to the final?
Yeah, maybe. No, semi-finals, there is extra time.
Right,
so there's no extra time tonight, but if we get to the semi-final by winning tonight, then there would be extra time. So yeah, no extra time tonight.
Right, well, that's decent then. Oh yeah, semi-finals, 2 legs of extra time, right, okay. Right, interesting. So there's going to be an outcome no matter what then, and I like that because we can't be having no extra fixtures in our fixture list at this moment in time. Are you nervous at all for the game, or are you pretty confident, bro? Like, where do you stand on this?
I'm pretty confident, to be honest with you. I know they beat Palace in the FA Cup. But Palace are not a bit weird at the moment. They're a bit weird. I think they got a man sent off in that game, if I remember correctly. I just think we'll be too strong. And I think regardless of what team he puts out tonight, we'll go through the predicted 11 in a bit. I just think that we'll be far too strong for them. I do. And I think if we can get an early goal, I always say this, but I think if we do get an early goal, then the floodgates could open. So look, it's one of them that you have to be careful, because I'm saying that, but ultimately, like, Southampton are coming to this game with little fear, But at the same, and the thing is, they will be playing. Southampton will likely, in my opinion, will be trying to get to penalties. Because if they try,
if they can make it difficult,
go to space, bro, and then we should be able to capitalise on that. Like, full send it. If you want to full send it, Southampton, I'd be happy for you to do that, because then you'll leave more space for City.
They'll probably be trying to hit us on the counter all game, and because that's how most people score against us, isn't it? They'll probably try to hit us on the counter all game, and then try obviously keep it tight, and then if they can get to penalties, say they've not got any counter attack goals, they'll be absolutely buzzing. They'll be happy with that. City won't be happy with that. They'd be happy with that, though. I think we'd want to have this game done as soon as possible, to be honest. And I'm hoping so, because I hope that obviously there are. We'll go through our predicted 11 in a bit, but obviously there are, like, the whole thing with Calvin Phillips. He's got a massive part to play and stuff. I just don't want anyone to shit the bed. Basically, I don't want a bad game from anyone. I want this to not be a springboard or not be like a warm up or anything like that, but I want everyone to just be in good form for going into the United game. So I just want this, I want basically this run that we always talk about City doing. I want it to continue now, and Southampton hopefully is just another part of that run where we can push them aside. And
that's it, isn't it? I mean, how many times recently have we spoke about momentum? We finally got 2 wins against a Chelsea side. Okay, Chelsea are shit at the moment, but it's still like you're beating Chelsea, which is still decent. If we win tonight, that's 3 wins in a row, and then we can all turn our attention to United and get gas for that. But you don't really want to be getting knocked out of the competition tonight, because then it's like, oh, the momentum's dead again. Then it's like, oh shit, we have to pick ourselves again. You don't want to be doing that. You want to keep momentum. Momentum is such a powerful thing in football. I don't think a lot of people. In fact, I do think a lot of people realise it, but there's still quite a few people that don't. I don't think understand how powerful, like, literally momentum wins your football matches, because once you get on a streak, you don't want that streak to end, and somehow you will find something else from within you to power yourself over the line. You think when we were on that 20-match winning streak that we deserved to win all them games? No chance, man. Momentum got us through a lot of those games. That's what we need to. We need to build that momentum.
It carries you through, and also at the same time, when you're on a big run of games and you have that momentum behind you, it kind of puts a little bit of fear before you even get on the pitch into the other side, because they know how good you are at this moment in time. So maybe that means they'll offer a bit more respect to you. But we need to build up this run if we're going to win the Prem this year. Obviously, we need to keep clawing back these points off Arsenal. But like I say, tonight is a break from that side of it. It is just a cup game. And I am really excited for it. I'm telling myself I'm excited, but I am nervous. There's something about this game to me which just something stinks about it, bro. I don't know what it is. Just something stinks. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but I am nervous for it. I guess it's just 'cause I'm nervous for every game, bro. But I am nervous for it. Maybe it's the sense of it's final, innit? Like it's very. The outcome is very final. You either go through or you don't go through. So. I'd like it to be a situation.
It's likely that they might play a 5. I'm looking at some of the recent games. It looks like they've played a 5 at the back in a few of those games. Obviously, Adams has scored against us before. He's a decent striker. He's got a little bit of pace, a little bit of strength about him. Ward-Prowse, so set pieces today are going to be very, very important. It would have been really, really good to have Ruben Diaz in the side today. You know what? We'll come on to the starting 11 in a minute, but I would be surprised maybe if Akanji plays. You know what I mean? He's not strong in the air, Akanji, and with Ward-Prowse being in the Southampton team with the set pieces, maybe you might want to look at not playing Akanji tonight, but we'll get onto that in a moment. Kyle Walker-Peters, sort of right back, right wing back, whatever role it is, he's very, very strong. Salisu, I like him as well, and Bazunu's a good goalkeeper, as we all know. So yeah, they do have some good players, and they do have some threats. I don't think they're blessed with, the most amazing pace in the world, but they're not the slowest team either. I think set pieces is really, really where we're going to have to make sure that we're on our A game.
Oh, yeah, we need to be on point.
With Ward-Prowse, we will struggle if we do. If we're not on our A game, we will struggle on those set pieces, man.
Yeah, I completely agree. We do need to fix up with set pieces and be fine. Maybe is that an inkling not to play a Kanji?
That's what I'm saying.
Not very good in the air.
Wouldn't. I'd probably think twice about playing a Kanji. You know what I mean? In this.
Yeah, you could play Stones Ake, Stones Laporte, something like that.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I think that's a smart way to look at it from Pep.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Nick Toll with a super chat says, first real chance for Calvin to prove himself. Yeah, man, we'll come on to that in a sec. Good point. And Jugger says, when is the League Cup draw? It's after the match tonight. So
yeah, straight after the City game, we'll be straight on it.
Stick with us tonight and we'll bring it to you. I want to speak about Calvin Phillips, but before I do, referee tonight, Peter Banks, refereed Man City 4 times, 2 wins, 50% win ratio, 1 loss, 1 draw.
What was the loss?
You want to know? It's pain, Oh
no!
It was the fucking stinky 2-1 defeat against Brentford, bro.
Oh no!
It was the 2-1 defeat against Brentford.
I don't remember if did the referee have a shocker in that game or not. I don't remember.
I don't think so. No,
I don't think he did. We were just absolutely terrible in that game. Yeah. So
we were lucky to lose 2-1. It should have been about 5-1. Tony should have had a hat-trick easy.
And what was the draw?
The draw was back in 2020, 1-1 at home, West Brom. Do you remember that? I think that was the one that Ake made a mistake in. Do you remember?
Oh wait, where Ake? Ake fucked up.
Scored. Let me have a look. Was it Gundogan who scored? It was Gundogan that scored, and then Ruben Diaz got an own goal. And then I think in the last minute of that game, I think Gundogan had another chance and he missed it. I'm pretty sure Gundogan in the last seconds of that West Brom game had another chance and he missed. But yeah, we beat Swansea in the FA Cup 5th round back in 2021 3-1 and Aston Villa in the league. That was last season, I think, or the season before, 2-1. And yeah, the last game, Brentford 2-1 loss. So yeah, bit pain. Yeah. Don't want them 2 dubs in a row. But yeah, there you go, referee for you. If anyone's interested about that. Right, let's speak about Calvin Phillips. It's a name on the of the stream today. It's time for Phillips to shine. What do we think about this, guys? You know what I mean? Like this is obviously we fully expect this guy to start. Pep pretty much confirmed it before the last match. Look good since he's come on the pitch. This is a massive, massive opportunity for Calvin Phillips. He's got, you know what? For me, I think he's got to show that he has a good game today because we need him to perform this season. He's going to be required. Rodri can't play all the games, and it'll be really, really good and a confidence booster if he plays well today, bro.
I think he's looked really good, like I say, the past 2 games where he's come on. He's looked really, really good, been really impressive for his little minutes, as we have seen. We've seen in the last game a little bit of, as Kajiro there says, his quality passing range. We did see a little bit of that in the last game when he came on. And I think it's going to be good for him if he can have a good game against Southampton. It's going to be good for City because it's almost like having a January transfer signing.
Yeah,
Calvin Phillips, because he's not existed for us before this. So, is this his first start?
This would be his first start for Manchester City. The last time he started a match was when he started a 4-0 loss against Hungary for England back in June.
See, that's mad. So, yeah, it basically is like a new signing. Hopefully, he can stay fit now that the shoulder injury is done. But I'm kind of like, it's time. It's his time now. He's back. He's fit. He's ready to get into the team. And when he gets these opportunities, he needs to shine. He needs to show that he can do it. He needs to be available to step in because that's why we bought him. When Rodri's not here, he needs to step in. And you never know, if he starts slamming, there might be not a lot, but just a little smidge of pressure on a Rodri, which could elevate Rodri's game. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I like the fact that we've got Calvin Phillips in it. And you've said before the season, bro, that he could become useful when it gets to the Champions League games where we are leaking goals because you could run double pivot. I know not a lot of people like double pivot, but you can see how much we do leak goals in the Champions League. So throwing on another set defensive mid, I think could help us in them situations. So for him, he's just got to get up to scratch fast. And I back him today. I really back him today.
No. I mean, I'm not going to go over it all what you just said because I agree. Nick Tall says Jordan must have the best football viewer experience. He always has the worst expectations. No, he doesn't have the worst expectations.
I don't have the worst expectations.
He doesn't have the worst, bro.
No, if I was like, oh, City gonna lose, City gonna lose, City gonna lose, and then we win, then it's a surprise. Yeah, I get it if that was the thing. But nah, I back the team still, and I still think we'll win the games. I just get nervous about these games, innit? Because I know it's football and anything can happen.
But Phillips, you know what I mean? Massive game for him tonight. He did actually start against the Barcelona friendly, guys. Yeah, you are right.
Oh, yeah, the friendly. Okay, we'll call it competitive start then.
Yeah, competitive start. Although you could argue that the Nations League isn't competitive either.
Oh, yeah.
So, look, it's a massive day for Calvin Phillips. I'm excited. I'm excited to see him start. When he come on, I tell you why I'm excited. Because, and this is quite like good praise for Calvin Phillips. Those 10 minutes he was on the pitch in the league game, I think it was, that he come on at Stamford Bridge. For 10 minutes, I thought he was excellent. I know he didn't touch the ball that much, and I know he didn't really do too much when he was on there, but what he did do, I really, really, really rated. I was like, yo, that's pretty sick. And for 10 minutes, to shut the game out, made some important interceptions. I thought it was decent.
He was breaking up the play.
Yeah, exactly. For the 30 minutes that he played against the FA Cup, in the FA Cup tie against Chelsea, again, thought he looked decent, good on the ball. Looks good. I like the way that he passes forward a lot. I think he's a little bit more direct than Rodri as well, which could be interesting to see that slightly different dynamic. I'm excited to see him. But when we was linked to Phillips, I wasn't the most enthusiastic fan out there about the transfer. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't really gassed about him. I'd seen him a few times, but the times I had seen him was probably when Leeds were getting smacked up by Liverpool, City, or Arsenal, or Chelsea, or someone. So it probably wasn't fair. My judgment there was probably slightly unfair, but based on only what I'd seen, and what I'd seen wasn't great because I was only watching Leeds in against the good teams. But now he's at City. Obviously, now we've actually signed him. I've got to be more open to it. And what I've seen so far, I'm looking forward to it. And I have said all season, there is a real possibility that Pep could try and go for a double pivot in the Champions League this season, as John just mentioned, and that's because we concede far too many goals in Champions League knockout stages. It's ridiculous. And the only way to do that is to protect the defence more. So Pep wanted to do double pivot. Ever since Pep's been at this football club, he's wanted to do double pivot. Look what we had Rodri. We tried to do it with him and Gundogan. It just didn't work. Maybe Pep will try it again with Rodri and Phillips. But we need to do something in the Champions League to stop leaking goals. I mean, people can talk about, but Pep screwed the system or the players did this. Whatever it is, we concede ridiculous amounts of goals in Champions League knockout rounds. We're far too open. So it will be interesting to see if that's something that Pep will experiment with. We know he likes double pivot, and even now he's playing a system of a double pivot. He's playing the inverted fullback. That's a double pivot. You know what I mean? He's playing two players in that holding position, just slightly different. So so basically, to wrap up on Phillips, massive game for him tonight. And I think he needs to have a good game to get the confidence back in himself, and for the fans and Pep Guardiola and the rest of the team to believe in him as well, because I believe for sure that he has a massive part to play in the remainder of the season.
I completely agree. And I think it'd be good for him to get in and show his quality. And he's shown against Chelsea, he can come on the pitch for 10 minutes to go and break up the play. And I think that's something that'll help us as well. Even if we're not starting Calvin Phillips, it'll help to bring him on. Say, do you know what I mean? Say you're 2-1 up, something like that in the Champions League or anything like that. In any games really now going forward in the season, you know that you can bring him on and he'll break up the play a bit. Do you know what I mean? Waste a bit of time, break up the play, get his foot in. Like that, and that's what he was doing against Chelsea. It helps out a lot because Chelsea, we kind of just give up on having the ball and just let Chelsea have it for the last 10 minutes or so. I just think tonight, it's a big test for him. It's his first. Well, if he does start, I'm guessing he does. With what Pep's been saying, but I just think it's a massive opportunity for him to show what he can do and show that he can play in that Rodri role.
And as well, remember, guys, Rodri's on 4 yellow cards. Rodri, if he gets a booking in the derby or against Tottenham, he'll then miss a game. After Tottenham, it resets. So, you know, he's got to play 2 massive matches, Rodri, without getting a booking. It's highly unlikely that happens. So therefore, it is likely that Calvin Phillips will play either the Tottenham game or the Wolves game. And then if Rodri goes through the next 2 games without booking, then it's fine. It resets after 19 matches. Tottenham is our 19th match. So it's going to be interesting to see development of Calvin Phillips, and I'm looking forward to it. Should we hit like maybe a starting 11, bro? Should we do a starting 11?
Yeah, I'm game.
Let's do a starting 11.
Oh, the one man who's remained on the pitch from the last one, he's not playing. It's a bit Rodri, mate.
Before we do, guys, make sure you drop a like on the stream, man. We've got 116 likes, 400 people in the stream right now. Let's get those likes past 150. So please hit that thumbs up button. Just helps other fans find the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. Try to hit that 70k driller. And a massive shout out to the guys at One Football for sponsoring today's stream. If you could do us a favour, if you've not already downloaded the app, it's completely free to download and use. It massively helps support the channel if you get on it. So please download it. Get all your in-game stats, in-game commentary, transfer news, transfer rumours, City Extra articles, and much, much more, all completely free. So big up to the guys at One Football there. Hippos or crocodiles?
Nick says hippos or crocodiles. You got to choose. What would you choose? Hippos have got some like raw strength, haven't they? You know.
I'm a hippo, man.
I'm a hippo as well.
I hate crocodiles, man. You know what I mean? I think crocodiles are like
the grim crocodiles.
Grim. Yeah, they're proper grim, innit? Like I feel like they're dinosaurs, innit? They look like a dinosaur.
Yeah, they do look. They look like they haven't evolved for time, innit? Crocodiles. They're still in dino mode. Hippos are clear, man. Also, crocodiles are weird, man. Like, I seen a video once where this guy there's like loads of crocodiles and he's feeding a crocodile and he throws like the meat at the crocodile and then instead of biting the meat, he bites another crocodile's arm and then just twists the crocodile's arm off, bro, and eats it. And I was just like, these things are stupid, man. Like, the botadile. Hippos are the way forward. That's the way.
Yeah, man. Your thoughts on Jan tweet, see St. Jude? Yeah, I've seen it before.
What, is it Jan tweet today?
Well, yeah, I don't know if it's from today. Someone put it on. I've seen it on Twitter before, but it wasn't actually his tweet. Someone just like, did a screenshot of it, chatting about basically the Jude Bellingham teams are meeting up and like having a discussion. We'll probably do a stream on it.
Apparently it's this week, innit?
Yeah, we'll probably do a stream on it tomorrow, bro. But yeah, could be some developments there. I mean, we've always said it would be roundabout now that stuff starts to happen.
Although, you know, it is good. He did say the Bellingham transfer saga is the Haaland script.
Oh.
And we know how that ended.
Right, buzzing. Let's get into this starting 11 then. Obviously, it's a cup game, so Ortega's probably going to start. Done nothing wrong. It will be. You know what? Am I weird for saying this? I want Southampton to have a shot on target.
Yes, I wanted this against Chelsea. I want them to have shots against Ortega because I want to see more of him. I don't see it. We don't see anything of him when they don't have shots and he just stands there. The only thing we do see is ball playing ability, which we did see, and I'm fine for that. We know he's good at that. I want to see more of him making saves.
It's weird, but I kind of want to see him make a save. Ortega in goal. I'm looking forward to that. Right, the defense. This is. I mean, we have difficulties doing this one. For me, Walker plays against Man United, in my opinion.
I agree.
So I would be looking at a Rico Lewis start for tonight.
I agree.
I would be looking at a Rico Lewis start tonight. And I might even put Walker on for like the last 30 minutes.
Yeah, to keep him a bit fresh.
Just to try and get some more minutes into his legs.
I think Walker has to play in that derby. I think his pace will be vital in them games. So I think Rico Lewis tonight, I'm all for it.
Rico Lewis. Right, as we've already discussed before, one of Southampton's main threats tonight will be set pieces with Ward-Prowse putting the ball into the net. Therefore, there's going to be a lot of aerial duels. That's, for me, based on that, I would not be playing Akanji. Akanji is probably the worst out of everyone in the air. We've already seen that. It's on his scout report. His aerial ability is probably his weakest. Therefore, and obviously, you've seen it in a recent game. I can't remember. I think it was Leeds. Didn't do well enough in the air. So for me, I don't play Akanji. So then you go, well, who do you play? Well, I think, again, you kind of have to have an eye on the United game. Are you playing Ake against United? Or are you going to play John Stones or Laporte?
Well, you're definitely playing John Stones against United. You're definitely
playing John Stones against United, right? So do you play John Stones today? Well, you didn't play John Stones today, then he's not played in 2 games. Is that too long? You know what I mean? I don't know.
This is
I
difficult.
think I play Ake in this game. But do I play him as a left back?
But then the issue is, because you've got Rico Lewis in the pitch, Cancelo's not going to play left back. We wouldn't think. Unless he does play that today.
Yeah, I mean, we're playing against Southampton. You know, they are weak side. Maybe you could allow Rico Lewis just to play in that sort of normal
right back role, play Cancelo left back.
You could do.
I'd happily full send that, you know.
It's a tricky one, isn't it?
I'd happily full send Cancelo there, but Martin there says Cancelo won't play against United. With Pep saying he's got some ridiculous plans, honestly, I actually don't know.
Does Gomez deserve to play this game? Because he done all right in the last one.
He did very, very, very well in that last one. Yeah, and then Alexander there says Gomez gets another go after the Chelsea match. Nardo says Gomez left back. I think it would be nice to see Gomez I think it'd be nice to see Gomez playing this game as well. But the only thing that I'm thinking is Cancelo's not playing any game time.
Well, for me, I would play Cancelo in the derby.
Okay,
I would play him in the derby.
But then, would he not need more minutes before that game?
I don't think so, man, because he's not been injured at all, and he's played in the World Cup. He has played a few minutes since he's come back, you know, off the bench. But so I don't think you need to play him tonight. I think you could just throw him into the derby, and I think he'd be okay, in my opinion, because he's not been injured. It's different with Walker because he's been injured.
Yeah. Walker's been injured and out. Yeah.
So maybe, and you could start Gomez and bring Cancelo on if you're concerned about that. You could also, in my plan, I'm bringing Walker on for Rico, so you could also start Gomez and then bring Cancelo on at the same time. Maybe like 70th minute, give them both 20 minutes, get some more minutes in the legs.
I mean, there is a shout here as well, and there's always the possibility that it's Gomez Cancelo today, with Cancelo playing the right back role. You could potentially see that. I just want to see more of Rico Lewis, so we're full sending Gomez.
This is our team, bro. I would. Yeah,
I'm game. I think he deserves it. I think he played really well, looked really good in the ball, and we need to see more of him defending at some point, don't we? So just full send him, and when he shits the bed, just take him off in it, but Cancelo.
Now the question is the centre backs. What do you do?
Centre backs here. The thing is that Stones is 100%. I mean, Stones is the first defender on the team sheet for most games.
But just because John Stones plays tonight doesn't mean he can't play. So you
could play John Stones tonight, and you could play him against Thingy, or you could go Ake Laporte. Laporte needs game time. You could go Ake Laporte, and then at the weekend go Stones Laporte or Stones Ake.
It's a tricky one, isn't it?
Jude Bellingham, where's Diaz? He's injured, mate. Yeah.
I've got a shout here. I'd potentially look at something like, I think Ake starts in a centre-back role, which is mad. For me, this is my team. This isn't predicted 11. I know we always call it predicted 11, but it's not. This is our 11.
This is our 11, yeah.
I think I go Ake, start Stones, and then or maybe start Laporte, and then bring Stones on for Laporte after like 60, 70 minutes, just to get some more minutes. And then for the derby, I'm going Laporte, Stones. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, the derby, I'm thinking Laporte, Stones. But it's in this, what you're saying, Ake Laporte to start with.
I'd go Ake Laporte, because I agree. I think Laporte probably needs a few more minutes than Stones. And then after 60, 70 minutes, I'd be looking at getting Laporte off for John Stones. I know it's a bit of a fucked up team, but we are playing Southampton, and we have to rotate. You have to rotate.
Would Laporte be the left side of centre-back or the right side of centre-back?
I think he'd... I think I'd play Laporte on the left.
And Ake... have we ever seen that ever?
We've never seen that. So this is never.
So this is not happening.
Well, this isn't happening.
So it's going to be. I reckon it'd be Ake Stones.
Yeah, but there we go. I'm happy with that, because the thing is, I'm looking at this game and I'm thinking, whatever team I put out tonight should win the match. So therefore, I'm going to look at how I can improve the overall health of my team.
Well, people are saying Laporte actually can play right-sided centre-back.
No,
that looks grim, though.
It doesn't look great, but it is what it is. Yeah, so what I'm saying is, I think we should win tonight, regardless of what team we put out, based on that we're better than them and their form. So then I'm looking at it saying, how can I improve the health of my team? Well, I can get minutes into players that haven't played. I can improve the confidence of Gomez. I can get Rico Lewis some more minutes. I can get Laporte some more minutes. And then what I can do is I can take off Rico, and then I can get Walker minutes who needs minutes. I can put Cancelo on who needs minutes. I can put Stones on for Laporte to make sure Laporte doesn't aggravate any sort of injury. So that's why I'm thinking, yes, it looks weird and it looks dumb, and this is never going to happen. But that's what I would do.
Yeah, no. I can back it. Jude Bellingham with 2. Yes, Jude Bellingham. It says, Ortega shot stopping over Edison. There's a call for it. I do want to see more of Ortega shot stopping, but that's only because I think he's sick though. Because I just want to see more of it. And Billy Jones with a 10. Yes, Billy Jones. It says, looking forward to the game. I've put £1,000 on City to advance. Should be a £300 because there's no way they lose to Southampton. Great job on your watch-alongs and the growth of the channel. Yes, Billy, mate.
Thanks, bro. So, by the way, that is not a good idea, chat. Putting £1,000 to win 100.
If that's right, or he might have typoed it saying I put £100 on and it's a £300, but I think it might be actually he put £1,000 on to win £100.
I think that's what he's done.
I think, and yeah, just for people watching this, bet responsibly.
Yeah,
Billy, not betting responsibly.
Right, okay. DM, we've already discussed it. Calvin Phillips starts tonight. Midfield for me, bro. I'm sorry, I'm sending Phil Foden in the middle again. I'm sending him in the middle again.
Hang on, chat. You're gonna have to allow. I don't think we have a Phillips because he's been absolutely in the bin. He's not been active. So. Yeah, I'll get a Phillips in a sec. So what we're saying?
I think Phil Foden in the middle, right? And the reason I'll chat about this while you sort the image out, right? I want to see Phil Foden in the middle. I've already been pushing this agenda for a while. I thought he looked really, really good against Chelsea when he played in that position. He brought energy, speed, pace, which we've not seen from him in a long time on that left-hand side. I believe that his long-term future is in the middle of the pitch. That's where he was growing up as in the academy. It's only Pep Guardiola that's forced him out wide. I think his long-term future is in the middle, and I want to see him in the middle. Do you know what I mean? We're playing against Southampton in the Carabao Cup. If he can't play again in this team, then he's never going to make it. Do you know what I mean? So let's get him in that middle of the pitch, and let's see what he can do. You know what I mean? A really good game. He was really strong. I want to see it. So yeah, I'm going for that again.
I actually agree. I would like to see Phil Foden in midfield, especially after the Chelsea game. I think it'd be decent to see him put in. Right, it'll allow the big Phillips here. Here we go. Look, here's Phillips. Bang. It's the best you're getting for now. So you want Phillips, then Foden's in there. So we'll put Foden in there like this. Make him a bit bigger like this. And then who's your other midfielder? Now, there's a shout to give Kev more rest because he's looked a bit leggy. But because you know what I mean, it's a weird one with Kev now, isn't it? Because you want to give Kev more rest now, but then you're playing Kev and Foden at the same time. But do you give Kev more rest now, and then he might be a bit leggy for the United game? Do you know what I mean? That it's a weird one. It's a weird one. Kev, why you have to be so up and down at the moment, man? When he came back, he looked sick, fitness wise, next level, and now I don't know, innit? But he's a big.
Can I deviate from the slight way we're doing this? Can I go right winger first?
Yeah.
Because then it might help. I'm going to go for Cole Palmer. I want Cole Palmer right wing. He's got a lot of stick over this last week on social media. I believe it's completely unfair. He's only started 2 games. He's only played 2 games as a right winger for Manchester City. That's ridiculous. That's his position. I'm gonna play him, and I think Mahrez is 31. He's in hot form. I need him playing against United, so I save Mahrez. And I think Cole Palmer can do the job tonight.
I'd love that. I don't think he does that.
Well, he's not going to do any of this, is he? But that's my team. That's what I do.
I don't think I'd go with that. My head says just keep playing Mahrez.
I know, but I think it's overkill. I don't think we need Mahrez tonight. You know what I mean? I want to keep Mahrez fresh for that United game. And I think Cole Palmer, you've got to look at it, bro. When is Cole Palmer for now until the rest of the season really going to get any chances?
Where is he going to play? Yeah, especially when you look at like the FA Cup, and in the FA Cup we've got Arsenal. Like it's
exactly. Okay.
You
know what I mean? Unless I'd go there. I'd go Cole Palmer right wing. Give him an opportunity. I'd say to him, look, you're getting cooked, man. You're getting cooked. People think you're shit. I'll put you in your rightful position Where previously, when you have played there, you've got goals and assists.
So basically, fix up in your actual position. Like, do you know what I mean?
Fix up in your position. I know for a fact that, you know, you're not a left winger and you struggled there. Get in your position and show everyone that they're wrong, that they prematurely wrote you off as a player. So I get him on the right wing position. And I don't think, Palmer is a right winger.
Yes, Thundergo Kanai, Palmer's actual position is a right winger. He just doesn't play there for us. Like, he's not played there this season anyway. Or he's not played there for time anyway.
The only time he's played there for City is twice according to transfer marks. He got a goal and an assist. Right, so let's move on that. Let's move on. In fact, 2 goals, I think, maybe. Jude Bellend, yes, says Laporte and Rodri at the back. Give Calvin 90. No, I wouldn't be playing Rodri at all, mate.
No, Swerve playing Rodri. Yeah.
It's too important for the derby, man. We can't be. We and I don't think Phillips is quite fit enough to full send in the derby. So I'd rest him. So yeah, I go Cole Palmer right wing. I think Alvarez starts again. I think he plays as a striker. I think Haaland is rested for this game again. But I do think Haaland will feature at some point tonight, whether it's just 10, 15 minutes. I do think that he will feature, but I do think Alvarez starts.
Are you saying Alvarez starts as striker, though?
I would start him as a striker.
Have we heard anything about Jack Grealish? Because he was ill. Because obviously now you're left with basically your left wing spot, and if Phil Foden's going to be playing the midfield, then it's going to be Jack Grealish. He's in training, right? Okay, so he mustn't be ill then. So yeah, so I'm guessing we're full sending Grealish left wing then, yeah?
I'm full sending Grealish.
Yeah, and then you got one more midfield spot.
So here's my dilemma, right? I think Kevin De Bruyne could do with 50 minutes, 60 minutes today.
Mm-hmm.
But I really, really, really liked the Bernardo Foden combination. Like, I fucking loved it. Like, the energy that midfield had, I thought it was incredible. So I'm really, really torn.
But
Gundo would be actually, guys.
Gundogan seems a bit more of a safer bet, like a more mixed. I mean, yeah, I'd be fine. I'd be fine to play Gundo in there with Foden.
Gundo would be actually at the bottom of my 3 list. Out of Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo, and Gundogan would be at the bottom for me. I really, really just want to full send Bernardo and Foden. I thought it was incredible. The pace, the energy, the press with Alvarez up top. You've got Cole Palmer, young, you know what I mean, ready to go. I just think it would be incredible. But I kind of want to see Kev with 50 minutes under his belt tonight. So I don't know.
But are you going to see Kev and Foden playing the midfield?
But that's another thing. That's another thing that is slightly like, is that a thing that I want to see? It would leave Calvin Phillips maybe a little bit exposed.
And I get like the energy that it brings, but would Bernardo not want to play? Would you not want Bernardo playing in the derby?
No.
You want Bernardo in the derby?
I don't think so. I think I go Bernardo Kev. I think I go Bernardo.
Wait, no.
With Foden.
Wait, you go what, Kev?
Bernardo Kev.
For the derby?
Yeah.
Oh, so you do want Bernardo in the derby?
Yeah, I want Bernardo in it.
Sorry, yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, yeah. No, I want Bernardo and Kevin in there. I think what I'll do tonight, I think I go Bernardo, and then I think again after 60 minutes, 70 minutes, I take him off and put Kevin or Gundo, like either one. But I really, really liked that Foden. Foden Bernardo midfield was sick.
I'm happy for Bernardo to play. I think it looked mint. I think it looked mint, yeah. But I personally think that Gundogan will play this game.
But what would you do if you was manager?
Oh, I'd like to send full Bernardo, but at the same time, did he play the 90 minutes against Chelsea the other day? Hasn't he been full send? I don't want Bernardo to be spent by the time he gets to United. Do you know what I mean? By full send in this game. But yes, you can take him off after like 50 minutes, 60 minutes.
He did get subbed off.
So I can allow it. I like the energy that we've seen the other day, and if it's a switch up team, which obviously this is a switch up team, I'd like to see this midfield. Like I like the energy that it brings.
I think it's sick, man.
I personally think he'll go a lot. Well, we know this ain't nothing like what Pep's gonna play. I don't think. I think it's gonna look more like stronger than like basically it's gonna have you'll have Phillips in there. Won't surprise me if it's just Kev Gundo in this game, and then Kev Bernardo against United. Won't surprise me.
That midfield lacks control. I completely disagree. I think I completely disagree with that. I think Phillips is excellent on the ball. You know, Jack Grealish's and Palmer's will hold the touchline and come in as well and invert slightly, so they can come in. And Bernardo Silva isn't good on the ball at control. I think he's a great controller of the ball. I feel Foden will be more advanced. And ultimately, remember, today we need to win the game. So you don't really want a team with you don't want your Rodri, your Gundogan, and someone else who just holds the ball. You need players who are going to go forward and get you goals, man, because we need to win. Because if we don't win, it goes to penalties. It's 50-50. So I think we need to go ham for it. I think we need to attack. I think we need to go back to the old days of when we used to play with a bit more pace tonight. Because we need to go for it. We need to full send a driller. No point in having control and not scoring, because then you go to penalties.
Yeah, but no, that's Man City, bro. That's Man
I know,
City.
but if you look at how we played against Chelsea in the FA Cup, it was a lot more speed, pace.
Yeah, there's a lot more energy, and I liked that. I liked the fact there was more energy. Personally, I can see him full sending Cancelo at right back, maybe Gomez playing left back. I think if Rico Lewis plays, I think Ake will probably end up playing left back, and we'll have Stones and Laporte in the mid, or Stones or Kanji. I feel like it'll be back to formula, this new Pep way of playing if we're playing Rico Lewis. Midfield wise, I'm fine with, and I really do hope that he throws Phil Foden in midfield. And yeah, going forward, I think Palmer on the right wing is something that I don't think he'll do. But obviously, with him only playing there twice for City, but I think I'd like to see it. Like you say, he's not going to get that much game time. He's not going to get that much game time going forward, and it's hard to see where in and whereabouts he'll be able to play. And this is one of them games where he can play. So I do think we should full send Palmer. I think that's a great choice. That.
And he's not had the chance, you know what I mean? Like, people writing him off when he's not even played in his natural position.
And Lengy's right, bro. Pep loves to drop Mahrez after having a good game, so
he does love to drop there. That's very, very true.
If Mahrez is on form, best believe Pep's dropping him. Best believe. Hayden with the 1 month. Yes, Brains. How do you guys make your stream graphics like the scoreboard and lineups, and how do you put it on the screen? We use OBS, which is a streaming software, and everything is made in Photoshop. Yeah, YouTube it. There'll be loads of tutorials on how to build your stream layouts and stuff. But yeah, this team is exciting, bro. Is what it is.
I love that team.
It's an exciting team because there's a little bit of unknown, but also there's a lot of pace in there and energy.
True.
I like it. Someone said, "LB, did you order food?" It was me who asked the question, isn't it? Sorry, the poll is still there. KFC won, so cheers for deciding. Jugger with a 6 says, hippo or crocodile, who wins? Hippo beats crocodile every day, man. I agree. Hippo's a giant, man. Also, hippos have got like that mad strength in the jaw, innit? So I reckon, there's no chance of crocodile winning.
And what does crocodiles do to kill animals? They go like boom, and then they twist. They ain't twisting a hippo.
You're not twisting no hippo, innit?
Yeah, and their teeth are not long enough to penetrate.
Yeah, to pierce the hippo's skin, innit?
So, what's going on?
Absolutely no chance. Absolutely no chance that a hippo beats a crocodile beats a hippo. There's no way.
Yeah. But then does the hippo kill the crocodile? I don't think it kills the crocodile. I think the hippo toys with the crocodile.
I don't think a hippo gives a fuck about a crocodile. I think he just looks at it and is like, "What are you doing, mate?" You know what I mean,
what the fuck are you doing?
Leave me alone.
Get out of my area, innit?
Get out of my swamp. Few people have asked now. Matthew there says it. I think it was Kajiro says, yeah. Who captains this side? Calvin Phillips. I'll take it.
Probably Laporte or Bernardo.
Yeah.
That question, huh?
Yeah, it is a good question. I can't think who's in the captain's team now.
Yeah, Laporte or Bernardo would probably
Laporte would be it.
There you go. Final bit of the stream. Score predictions.
Everyone's favourite part of the show. LB's favourite part of the show. LB's like a villain when it comes to this part. and not the villain from NWA. I mean, like full villain send. Everyone just like hates this bit. I'll get mine out the way with because everyone sweats on yours. I think 3-1 City. So, well, what are you thinking, bro? I saying 3-1.
I want to say it, man.
It ain't gonna be 5-0. It ain't gonna be 5-0. There's no way. There's no way you can believe that.
I don't believe they score tonight. And I think we go ham. I think we.
Oh, you say this every game, though. You said this about Everton, bro, and we drew. And it's the same sentence. I think we go ham. I think we go ham.
I'm gonna say it. Manchester City will win the game 4-0.
Okay.
4-0.
Okay, I can get that.
I mean, it shouldn't be hard, man. Look at the form of these teams.
No, stop.
We should be able to do the driller. We should be able to get the win, man.
Yeah, you should be able to back us. Yeah, you should be able to back us.
Boy Alvarez going to get a hat-trick tonight.
Oh, man. You just, even when, like, you swerve to 5-0, you just have to say other shit to just to get some little jinxes in there. Do you know what I mean? Like, you have to make it worse at some point. You know what I mean? Should be easy. The key word of it all is should. 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 Like, just go win the game, innit?
No.
Should.
No. Right, well, there you go. There's goal predictions. That's the team lineup that we want. All that sort of stuff. We will be doing our live watch along as always. Game kicks off at 8. Is it tonight, Bray?
8 o'clock. So we'll be live from 7.
We'll be live from 7. Get you that team news reaction on the watch along. Hopefully, you guys can join us. It's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to it. Big game, man. I want to win this. I want to get to the semi-finals. I want to do it. I want to get there, man. So hopefully we can get the dub.
Who do you reckon we get? Who do you want in the semis? Newcastle.
Well, let's have a look.
What teams are in it?
I can give you now, bro.
It's us, United. Well, it's us all. Southampton, United, Newcastle, and someone else.
Yeah, so United beat Charlton 3-0, so they're through. Newcastle beat Leicester 2-0, they're through. And Nottingham Forest play Wolves. So, me personally, you know what? I low-key kind of want Newcastle. I want Newcastle because I think that Newcastle over 2 legs, I think we beat them over 2 legs. And then United can beat Forest or Wolves, you know what I mean? And then we'll beat United in the final over 1 leg. I'm scared of playing Newcastle over 1 game. Yeah,
Newcastle in the final stinks. I know getting United in the final also stinks. That also does stink. But getting Newcastle in the final, something about it.
Newcastle have lost 1 game all season. You know what I mean? So I'm saying I'd rather them play them over 2 games because then you've got more of a chance to get the dub. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then we'll beat United in the final. I'm confident of that. Yeah, but Newcastle in a one-off match, Newcastle could do us over 2 legs. I think we'd get the better of them over 2 legs. That's why I want them to get rid of him, and then we can move to the final.
Yeah. For people asking when the draw is, it is straight after our game tonight. So
yeah, there you go.
Straight after that, we'll know if City are through. We'll know the situation. We'll know who's it going to be in the semis. Is the semis 2 legs? Jay Lee says, yeah, the semis 2 legs in the Carabao. I'm pretty sure that's right, isn't it? The semi is 2 legs.
Yeah, semi 2 legs. Yeah, there you go. All right, cool. Well, we'll leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay where you are. The stream will automatically redirect you to the watch along. Do us a favor. When it redirects you, smash a like on the stream straight away, man, so we can get the likes up on the watch along, innit? Because Carabao Cup, some fans just not feeling it.
Just swerve it, innit? They just don't like it, man.
So we need the likes up there to get more fans into the stream, man. So stay where you are. Smash a like on this one. Smash a like on the next one. Subscribe to the channel. Download the One Football app completely for free. And we'll see you at 7 p.m. tonight. See you in a bit.
Oh wait, Nick Toll. Yes, Nick Toll. He says we have more chance beating Man U in 2 legs than 1.
I agree with that as well. But there's less chance of us losing a one-off game against United than there is Newcastle.
Yeah,
Newcastle is sick.
Yeah, no, I get that. Right, appreciate it. See you in a bit.